Hey, Sara. I'm pretty sure it is safe for me to speak for all of National Capital Presbytery that when you told us that you were going to retire at the end of this month, we were devastated because you are amazing at what you do. Throughout this presbytery, I constantly hear these stories and these echoes of what the great Sara Coe has done, of saving people, including myself, from making bonehead polity decisions and being a friend and counsel in ministry. We had great hopes for tomorrow night. We'd gather together and we'd share laughter and stories and probably a little bit of cake and send you off into a glorious retirement. But that's not the world we now find ourselves in, and we still wanted to make sure that we sent you off well. So what we've done is gathered responses from people throughout this presbytery whose lives and ministry you have impacted over the past 7.5 years. We've spoken to your colleagues in other churches who you have been a constant source of wisdom, of guidance, of counsel for them in their ministries. We've also talked to the staff here inside National Capital Presbytery and how you've not just been a co-worker, but a friend who shares laughter and stories around lunch tables. And we've spoken with your family, who, like us, know that you shine and excel at everything that you do, from a stated clerk to being an awesome and amazing grandmother of soon-to-be 3. So, Sara, these are messages, these are notes that we as National Capital Presbytery would like to share with you.
I've had the pleasure of working with Sara Coe for several years in my capacity as president of the Leadership Council. I've always found Sara to be a consummate professional. She has a good grasp of the organizational documents of the presbytery. She has a good judgment, and she has a sense of how to provide timely, accurate advice whenever it was needed. But Sara's more than a good technician. She understands that we have a broader mission, that we are followers of Christ who are trying to discern and do God's will. And Sara brings that sensitivity, which is so important to our organization, to her job as stated clerk. She has set a high bar, and she will be sorely missed. Thank you, Sara, for all your contributions.
Hi, Sara. I'm just joining in the chorus of praise and gratitude for your amazing leadership for these last several years. I have so enjoyed your Christ-centered approach, your quick wit, and your overflowing cup of heartfelt compassion. Church planning hasn't been easy by the long shot, but you've always been there to help me when I've needed you, and I've really appreciated that. We're gonna miss you, but I'm so glad that you get to spend time with those grandbabies, and I congratulate you. Take care. God bless.
Hello, Sara. Mostly, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being such a good colleague and friend in ministry to so many of us. You are unfailingly approachable, encouraging, and kind. Generous with your time and wisdom. Most of us only see you at presbytery meetings, but some of us are able to be with you in leadership council meetings, commission on ministry meetings, worship and theology meetings, session records reviews. I'm sure there are many more. Quietly but surely, you always know the right answer, provide timely information, and keep up with the important developments in the denomination. As a clerk of session, it has been great to know that if I have a question, I can send an email and very soon back comes an answer or a word of encouragement. Never any hint of impatience, that you might have more pressing things to do. I know that we will find another excellent person to fill the position of stated clerk. We are Presbyterians after all. But we will miss you. We will miss you. You are a wonderful person, Sara. It is a privilege to know you and to have been able to work with you. Thank you, and Godspeed.
I'm so grateful that my time at National Capital Presbytery overlapped with yours, Sara. I can't tell you how good and comforting it feels to know that anytime I have a question about the Book of Order or process or anything really, I can just pick up the phone and call you, and your knowledge and your steady presence and your wisdom are present on the other end of the phone for me and for so many others. And for that, I am so grateful. Thank you, and we will miss you.
Acts 15 recounts the first Presbytery meeting. It notes there that the apostles and the elders met together to consider this matter, and after there'd been much debate, Peter stood up and said to them, and on it goes. And we've been having matters and debates ever since then. Also in attendance at that first Presbytery meeting was the first Presbytery executive. His name was Paul. We don't have a last name for him, but he did travel around the Mediterranean, encouraging churches and settling conflicts the best he was able. And we also had a stated clerk, because somebody wrote the book of Acts all about that first meeting. And ever since that time, we've had stated clerks, and none that have been better than Sara Coe. Maybe a few just as good, but none better. And Sara, I congratulate you on this day. I give thanks for the service that we shared together in National Capital Presbytery, and wish you well into a full retirement with relationships with family and friends. Grace and peace.
Sara Coe has been a member of St. Mark since she was a child, actually, and not only did she participate in Sunday school, she was in the youth group, and ever since that time, she has been a faithful member of the church. And as a member, she's participated in leadership roles throughout her life, from teaching Sunday school, from being involved in the life of service as a deacon, as an elder. On a personal note, for 6 years she was clerk of session and was such a faithful partner in ministry. Not only did she pray for me and give skills that go with being a clerk of session, but she really supported the entire church with her service. Sara also participates in Bible studies, every single one of them, and is active in worship. Sara is such a faithful Christian and a human being, and I am just so grateful for her service to the church, for her friendship, her collegiality in every way. And I wish you all the best, Sara, now as you move on to your next step. I know that you will prosper in that as you seek to know God's will in the next chapter of your life. And thank you so much for all that you've done for me and for St. Mark.
Sara, I've had the distinct pleasure of, for your retirement tribute, drawing the letter S, which of course stands for Sara, but also in this case for super competent. Let's face it, it's going to be tough without you at NCP, Sara. You've been more than generous in answering the many questions that have brought me to your door for guidance over the years, some of them for the second time. I've rarely posed a question to you that you weren't ready with a thoughtful, well-supported answer, or a willingness to drop whatever you were doing and dig through your considerable resources for helpful direction. You've always also been willing to consider other points of view and support them whenever you could. At Presbytery and Leadership Council meetings, you've always been ready at a moment's notice to respond to queries from council members or the Presbytery floor, issuing on-the-spot interpretations to resolve a point of order, and staying tuned in at all times to politely correct any mispronouncement from the podium. Without your quiet, competent guidance at the right moment, I'm sure that Presbytery meetings would have descended into chaos on a number of occasions. Outside of the meeting room, you've served faithfully on a number of administrative commissions, rarely a choice posting, doing the hard work of helping struggling churches resolve conflicts, reorganize, and receive new leases on life. Sara, in so many ways, you've been the utility infielder of NCP, taking on the widest variety of the toughest assignments. You've been the go-to person for the most puzzling questions throughout the office, an adult presence at our lively lunch table, and the steady hand at the office tiller, keeping us all pointed in the right direction. I'll miss you very much, but having become a new grandfather in the past year, I can understand your desire to spend as much time as possible with your grandchildren. They are very lucky in having you as a grandmother. All the best, Sara.
A is for analytical and your amazing ability to analyze National Capital Presbytery policies, Robert's Rules, the Book of Order, minutes, to ensure that all will be decent and in order. Sara, you are the most decent and in order person that I know. Your wise and calm leadership will be missed. Blessings as you embark on new adventures. But I hope that you will make time for tea time with us, or maybe some popcorn, or maybe to come and join us for book talk. Love you.
The R in Sara stands for researcher, but she's not just any researcher. She's a really reliable researcher, ready to report relevant results of questions asked, and even what we were going to ask next. Sara, thank you for your service to the church through this presbytery, and blessings on the next part of your journey.
My word for Sara with the last letter A and her name is advisor. The other day, dear, as we were working, I had a polity concern. And when I asked you, I don't know, but smiled, because you did know, and then you schooled me because I was like a child. You are our advisor, a great advisor. You make us wiser when we're scared. I hope you know, dear, how much we love you, and we will still need to be wiser because we will still be a little scared without you. You are my advisor, a great advisor. You make me calmer when I'm scared. I hope you know, dear, from your advice and faith, we are all now well prepared. With all our love, Sara. Have a wonderful retirement.
Hi, Sara. I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure working with you these years. And I want to say thank you to you for helping me with all the nominating committee stuff. I will surely miss that little frustrated voice that would come to me and with computer issues or printer issues. But to let you know, I'm still available. Anytime you need me, I'll help you out. I hope you have a wonderful retirement and enjoy those babies, grandbabies.
There are many descriptors as we pay tribute to Sara, and my colleagues have already shared quite a few with you. As I think of Sara, I think about my pearls. They're my favorite gemstone. Pearls integrate, elevate, and absolutely set the tone for any outfit. Pearls are delicate, practical, and elegant. Pearls, like Sara, bring a direct element to the regular and the mundane. The pearl is said to symbolize generosity, integrity, and loyalty. All qualities we admire in our stated clerk. Who would have thought something so beautifully made would be in response to a natural iterance? And for us, that would be policies, polity, procedures, and the rules. Pearls are considered to be classic, timeless gemstones. Classic, timeless. Thank you for your gifts, Sara, and thank you for sharing them with National Capital Presbytery.
Hey Mama, we all wish we could be there with you today to celebrate, but given everything that's going on, Charlie, Peanut Baby, and myself will have to do.
I forgot Lammy.
Oh, Lammy too. We forgot Lammy. Lammy is here with us also. Thanks for reminding me of that. Dad, Elizabeth, Nick, Rebecca, Brian, Ellery, and I are so proud of you and everything you've accomplished in your career. Your dedication to the National Capital Presbytery has been unwavering. An incredible sight to see. They've been very lucky to have you, and we all know, just how much you've enjoyed being a part of it. You're now turning a page to a new chapter, and we're all very excited to see what you make of it. We're sure you will start to sleep until noon. Maybe take up mixed martial arts in between your grandmothering and your piano and your yoga. We know it must be really hard for you to say goodbye and for your colleagues and friends to say goodbye to you professionally, but we also know that the impacts you've had will be felt for a long time to come. We love you so much. You're so special to us, and we're very proud of you. We love you, Nana. Can you say love you, Nana?
I love you, Nana.
Good job. Love you, Nana.